Come on, ladies.
Aaron Rice raises 3,000 chickens for eggs and for meat. He says his free-range and pasture-based growing methods,
Letting them outside and, get fresh air, sunshine.
produce especially high-quality eggs.
Darker yolks, stronger flavors, firmer whites. Not only do they taste better, but they're more nutrient dense.
His birds deliver 2,500 eggs each day during high season in the springtime, while his northern Colorado operation is relatively small.
Our production's kind of a drop in the bucket, really.
It is potentially vulnerable to disease.
The way that we raise chickens, though, there's really not much we can do in terms of separating wildlife from our domesticated flocks.
It's that interaction that's led to the current avian flu outbreak, which has swept through commercial and backyard flocks across the U.S.
It seems to be spreading at a pretty high rate amongst birds.
Biologist Cheryl Zadowitz says the virus is transmitted through fecal droppings, saliva, and nasal secretions, and larger facilities where chickens are packed together are not the only targets.
All it takes is one migrating bird that might have symptoms that could potentially result in some transmission, and then your smaller farms might also be impacted.
The risk of humans contracting this virus is extremely small, but consumers have been impacted by this outbreak through the increased price of eggs. Grocery costs have gone up across the board lately.
My eggs are $1 more as well, so everything's going up at least $1, which, adds up.
It's another example of so-called cost-push inflation, which has permeated the U.S. economy.
And by cost push, we mean it is created by an increased cost of production for many products.
Rice says the costs of feed and other aspects of production have gone up sharply.
Feed prices for not just egg production, but also for meat production, pigs, chickens, it's going to start showing up in the grocery stores here, essentially now.
Millions of chickens, infected or not, have been destroyed already in the U.S. in an effort to contain the avian flu spread, cutting egg supply and raising prices further. Larger operations have taken extensive biosecurity steps to protect their flocks. Rice is getting chicks from approved sources and limiting visitors.
If we were to contract it out here, we'd have to get rid of every chicken that's on this farm. It would absolutely be very difficult to recover from. It's not something that we want to have to go through.
Until then, it's business as usual during this volatile time.
We're kind of at the whim of nature. Come on, ladies.
Hendrik, Sybrandy, CGTN, Denver.